As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell to be notified for future videos. Hello, and welcome back to the Fish Tank. I am Cole. Today we are working on a 1952 Chevy 5-window pickup truck, made by Hot Wheels. So today's video, we are experimenting with some paint and some new effect powder. You'll be the judge of our final results. Let's get into it. So what we got here is our typical casting. It's our 52 Chevy 5-window pickup truck. And I was debating on what I was going to do, so I thought I was going to slam this truck onto some monster truck tires and frame. But you'll just see that throughout this beginning clip because I didn't actually do that. I was just thinking of different ideas, and that was not one of them. So to start, we grabbed our, I'm not going to be completely honest here, I'm not sure what size drill bit it is, but we grabbed our drill bit and we drilled out our posts. Then we grabbed our screwdriver to pop our posts so we can pull our base off our body. But I struggled a little bit and the post got a bit stuck. So we just kept going and going, and eventually it did break free. After we take the car all apart, there was no interior, just some glass and the base. The base. We flip the car over and we just get to filing away at our posts. Once our posts are finally sanded smooth, we decide to jump back to the monster truck idea. And again, I was just acting crazy and seeing if it would work. But today, this isn't the time or place to be building a monster truck. But with the monster truck wheels out of the question, we resume back to our original base. So what I'm doing right now is I grab my flathead screwdriver and I am taking off the original wheels. We don't use the original wheels, but we will use the original axles because they are the size I need for our project today. The wheels we're using are M2 wheels that I got from that kit from Hobby Lobby a little while ago. Also guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now back to the build. So once we figured out what we're going to do, we grabbed our brass tubing like we always do. And I go through my wheel bin to scatter the old wheels. Even though the old wheels are right in front of me and I didn't notice that until I started watching my footage. So I'm the smart one here. What we're working on next is we're going to start assembling our new axles onto our new wheels. Well, our old axles onto our new wheels so they fit the right length for our build today. So what I do pretty much is I mock it up, see if it's gonna fit, and they do fit, and they will turn. This car does turn, and it turns very, very nice, believe it or not. So what I'm doing here is, again, I'm mocking everything up, seeing what's gonna work, and trimming down what I need to. I take both studs off the end and then grab my file and smooth everything down, just so it's easier and it fits into the new rim. Some other things we did with the rims was we cut off the back part of the plastic because it was too fat and it was interfering with our pretty much just the whole back end because it was just a mess. Let's just say that. It was just a mess. And this, let me say, this build was fun. After Paul sent me his package last week, I kind of just found this truck very interesting and I had to do something with it. And I didn't know what I was going to do with it. But my imagination did spark a lot during this. So it got very exciting very fast for me. So I just kept going and going, and I wanted to post another video, well, this video for you guys this week, so you had something to watch, and I hope it's a good one. I thought it turned out pretty great. I like the paint, how it turned out. I like the wheels. I like all the detail work I did. It looks good on the shelf and it looks good with the collection. So guys, as always, we used our Gorilla Glue. Use the gel one, not regular Gorilla Glue, just the gel modeling glue. You can find this at Amazon or at your local store, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, etc. They're pretty much everywhere. It's a pretty common glue. Once our glue on our axles is dry, we do move on to our, of course, our aluminum pipe. So all I do is I dig out a little bit the plastic that I think that's going to be in the way, and honestly, there was not much that I had to work with by cutting or using my Dremel or anything, because I just needed to use my file to make it fit. So I have some of my square tubing here, and honestly, it worked out better than I thought. And guys, it slides right in, and it makes life 10 times easier. So once we do that, we grab our Sharpie and we measure the point of where we want to cut our piece. Once we do that, we then obviously cut our piece. So here is, oh my gosh, I forgot. I used round tubing. I apologize, but round or square, it both works. And we're back here to show you the back half of what I did. So again, I didn't mark it with my Sharpie, but I did mark it with my X-Acto knife here, because I pretty much just put a slot in there to make the line so I could see it. Then when it's ready, I just break it off and then put it into place and put our glue down. So guys, let's talk about something a little bit in advance. So paint on this car was a bit different. So when I was saying at the beginning of the video how I'm experimenting, I meant it. I'm experimenting. So for the car, I painted it in a very nice orange metallic glittery color, and it just wasn't the color I wanted. So also it was dripping and the paint was getting honestly everywhere, and it just made a big mess. So I decided to throw it back into the stripper, and then it came out and I saw a vision. So when I saw that vision, I then grabbed my brush and I covered the whole car in primer. Just brushed on. Not painted on, just brushed on. And after that, we went to our effects. And you'll see that shortly. So now, before all that crazy madness that I just said happens, we first put our cool looking truck into the paint stripper. It's gonna be completely honest, I didn't want to, but I didn't like the big Hot Wheels logo on the side. I do plan on putting a logo on the side. I'm trying to work with Flying Valiant to get me some decals to put on the side of this truck. Then after that, I plan on sending it back to him and giving him the truck, just for a thank you for everything he's done for me. So, remember guys, close it tight and make sure you shake it up and shake it good. You gotta get that goo everywhere. Wait on the truck to be, painted and stripped. I'm gonna move on to the base. So what we did for the base was very simple. All I did was grab my chrome pen, a liquid chrome pen that you could get at your local hobby store, and I did the bottom details, like the front grille and the the assembly, the exhaust, the pumpkin on the back, all that stuff. So during the recording of this part of the video, I got it all down. Literally all it down, all the detail, it was a perfect clip. It was beautiful because it was so simple. But right before I finished the clip, my phone died. And I got very mad that my phone died. I made sure that thing was charged, but I guess my iPhone was just not happy that day because it was, like I said, it was beautiful and I was very happy. But sadly, my phone died. So guys, after we do some detailing on the base here, and the front end, the bottom, the grill, all that, we are going to move to paint. So I will let you sit here and enjoy, and I will see you in a little bit. Guys, this is what the orange I was talking about and planning on doing for you. Before I messed up, if you look on both of the fenders, the paint glooped up or globbed up. And this is what I decided to go with. So I hand brushed all the primer on, and I also put on all the details freehand and the powder. So my experiment today was to see if hand brushing paint onto these diecast cars would work. And I think it did. Also, guys, we did do details in the bed to make it look like a freshly new bed, and it turned out great. Guys, let's head over to our final assembly. Welcome back to our final assembly. So, as you guys remember, we picked our M2 wheels, skinnies for the front, and fats for the back. We cut down the back plastic because it was popping out too far for this truck. We did our base, we did our steps and wood, did our brass tubing, and we did some chrome detail underneath. And we ended up finishing the front bumper as well. For the glass, since it was a newer casting, there was really nothing wrong with the glass. I liked it how it was, and I had really no complaints. There's a little dirt there, but I think I'm just going to clean it off before the final showing. And here's our body. We did end up clear coating it, so it does have a bit of a shine, so it gives it more of that patina look. But honestly, this thing turned out great. Remember, as I said, this car was, well, truck, I brushed all of the primer on, did not paint it, I brushed it to give it that barn-like effect. And then we added our mud powder and then our rust powder all over this truck. I think it just turned out cool. It looks like it was painted at one point and then the paint got stripped off. So it's pretty cool. So guys, let's go check what we started with. This is what we started with, if you remember. It was already a cool concept. It had cool paint. The wheels were cool, but I didn't think it had the CDC stamp of approval. So that's what we did here today. We took her apart, we took off the wheels, we changed those, and we tried a new experiment. Guys, let's go check out our final results. So this was our final results. The grill's finally done, the headlights are in chrome, everything is detailed. It's lifted in the back, the steps are done in wood paint. The glass is still red, it doesn't look horrible, but it kind of fits the truck. Also, it's not 100% complete. Yes, we did clear coat it, but I'm trying to work something out with Flying Valiant to put his decal on. So, I will keep you guys informed of that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. See you guys.